Now every shrub of the fields had not yet appeared on the earth, and every plant of the fields had not yet sprung up, because Yahweh God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to work the ground. But mist came up from the earth and watered the entire surface of the ground. Then Yahweh God formed the man out of dust from the ground, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Now Yahweh God had planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed. And Yahweh God had made every tree to grow from the ground that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, including the tree of life in the middle of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And a river went out from Eden to water the garden, and from there it divided and became 4 headwaters. The name of the first is the Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and onyx stones are also there. And the name of the second river is the Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. And the name of the third river is the Tigris. It goes east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. And Yahweh God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and tend it. Then Yahweh God commanded the man by saying, "From every tree of the garden you may freely eat, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, because on the day you eat from it you will surely die." Then Yahweh God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a suitable helper for him." Now Yahweh God had formed from the ground every living creature of the fields and every bird of the sky. So he brought them to the man to see what he would call each one, and whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. And the man gave names to all the livestock, and to the birds of the sky, and to all the living creatures of the fields, but a suitable helper was not found for the man. So Yahweh God caused a deep sleep to fall on the man, and while he was sleeping, then he took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. Then Yahweh God made the rib which he had taken from the man into a woman, and he brought her to the man. And the man said, "This one now has bones from my bones and flesh from my flesh. She will be called woman, because it was from a man that she was taken. For that reason a man will leave his father and his mother, and he will cling to his wife, and they will become one flesh."